The three words that you have to know referencing the beginning of Shabbat are Shkiat HaChama, Bein HaShmashot, and Tzeit HaKochavim. The question of when the next day begins has vexed the Rishonim based on the Gemara for generations. There's no doubt that Tzeit HaKochavim, when we can see 2 or 3 stars in heaven, that it's the next day. However, the Chachamim wondered about Shkiat HaChama, when the sun sets. And they understood that the period between the setting of the sun and Tzeit HaKochavim is called Bein HaShmashot. Bein HaShmashot. It was not clear to them whether it was yesterday or tomorrow. And therefore was decided that the day of Shabbat should begin at Shkiat HaChama. And therefore, Bein HaShmashot would be left as this kind of no man's land, neither yesterday till tomorrow, but the chumras of yesterday and tomorrow would be accepted. So that on Erev Shabbat it's Shabbat, and on Motzei Shabbat it's also Shabbat. There's Shkiat HaChama, Bein HaShmashot, and Tzeit HaKochavim. So it makes sense to us that the Tosefet Shabbat should be a little bit before Shkiat HaChama. A little bit before Shkiat HaChama. And that's why in most places in the world, you bench licht 20 minutes before Shkiat HaChama. And then the men go to daven Mincha, which they try to start before Shkiat HaChama, and they finish whenever they finish. In Yerushalayim, you know that there's a chumrah that we start 40 minutes. We do Hadlakat Neirot 40 minutes before Shkiat HaChama, and in many places they daven Mincha 30 minutes before Shkiat HaChama, in order to ensure that they'll finish davening Mincha before Bein HaShmashot. So that Shabbat, then, after Mincha, you say L'chun Ranano straight away, even though it's really too early to daven Ma'ariv. You say L'chun Ranano, you say Boi B'Shalom, or Mizmor Shil Yom HaShabbat, and you declare that it's Shabbat, and hopefully you finish all that before Shkiat HaChama, and then you have to wait until nighttime in order to daven Ma'ariv, so that everybody agrees that you need Tosefet Shabbat. Everybody knows you need Tosefet to add on something to Shabbat. However, the exact timing here is not clear. If we assume that Bein HaShmashot starts after Shkiat HaChama, and we want to accept Shabbat before Shkiat HaChama, we bench licht 20 minutes before Shkiat HaChama, we go to daven Mincha, try to say L'chun Ranano quickly, and in that way accept the Shabbat before Shkiat HaChama.